Operation Epic Fury is now apparently Operation Fiscal Responsibility for Democrats, with progressive lawmakers suddenly clutching their pearls over government spending this weekend.
If you have an extra $1,200 lying around your kitchen table to pay for this war, then you're not your average American. We throw these numbers around Washington all the time. What does that actually mean for the average taxpayer?
You zoom out to this, frankly, utter bull argument that they just put forward that we're somehow not at war. Tell that to the American people who are paying near $5 a gallon now at gas stations across the country.
The true cost is probably in the trillions, and that's the cost to the economy.
This is an illegal war. It's time to end the wars and focus on affordability.
New reporting suggests the Pentagon's $25 billion price tag could be missing some key costs. That number was thrown out at a congressional hearing last week. But this selective outrage from Democrats is almost comical if it wasn't so nauseating.
Joining us now from the House Ways and Means Committee, Texas Congresswoman Beth Van Duyne. Congresswoman, nice to see you tonight. I have a lot of respect for people who are fiscal hawks, okay? People who care about costs, because we are a nation deeply in debt. I'm sitting next to one of them. But I have no time for people who couldn't care less about spending if it's on the butter side of the equation, but they got no time to keep the American people safe. What do you say?
No, I agree with you 100%. I mean, it's so infuriating. For 4 years during the Biden administration, all they could do is tax and spend, tax and spend. And we warned them over and over again. I mean, Pat Ryan is complaining about almost at $5 a gallon gas. Guess what? We're at $5 a gallon gas at Biden, during the Biden administration. And it wasn't because we were winning a war and taking out a genocidal leadership of a country that wants to do us harm. It was because they were spending beyond their means to funnel money into NGOs and criminal illegal aliens to basically buy votes and to fund their campaigns. That's what this is all about. And listening to them complain about it now, welcome to our world. What do you want to do about it? Or are you going to actually help us go after the fraudsters, the $500 billion a year that is being given away? Or are you benefiting from that? What we've heard, the solution from Republicans is get government out, decrease the power that's in Washington, and allow people to keep more of their money. But Democrats, they want to put all the power into D.C. and they want to tax and tax and tax. That's all they know. And when we sit here and we hear about the bills, Republicans are cutting taxes, which means that Americans keep more of what they make, and in D.C. you get less. So they're saying that that's costing us money. It's your money. It's not our money. Democrats just continue to do what they have always done.
Congresswoman, I want to move on to this as well. An exclusive tonight, you've provided Fox Business with a letter sent to top Trump administration officials warning of alleged fraud and abuse in the H-1B visa system. Now, we're talking about fake job postings, phony qualifications, wage manipulation, and shell companies right in your state of Texas.
And it comes as your attorney general in Texas, Ken Paxton, has launched a probe into 30 North Texas companies who are facing allegations of, quote, ghost offices used to sponsor visa workers. Congresswoman, please tell us more about this look into abuses of the H-1B visa program and the fraud that lies there.
We're seeing it. It's rampant. It's rampant, especially in North Texas, which is why I joined, posted this letter with Brandon Gill and Ronnie Jackson and Pat Fallon, all North Texas members, to ask the administration, give Texas support. We are seeing this over and over again. We are seeing literally thousands and thousands of H-1B visa places that say that they've got these workers in their empty buildings. They are residences. And Sarah Gonzalez with the Blaze Media is doing a great job of investigating this. But we're asking the Trump administration to do an interagency investigation, point out where the vulnerabilities are, share the data specifically with the other agencies, and help us make recommendations to actually, fill in the gaps where we are having the worst part of enforcement. This this program was meant to get, unique, amazing individuals from around the world. It was never meant to supplant regular workers in America, and that's exactly what it's doing, specifically on the tech sector.
This may be slightly cynical, but at this point in life, what we've seen in America, I feel like every single program that claims to do something good ought to be audited and looked into, because there's probably fraud lurking somewhere in the bottom of it. It sounds like this may be the case. Final word on that one, Congresswoman.
Well, we have to hold these agencies accountable. So you're right. I mean, these programs, when they start, are meant to do good, but everybody will find a loophole. We have horrible people around the world, that will try to take advantage of our kindness, of our government, and of our riches, and they will do this. And we need to be much, more stringent on holding the agencies accountable. And when we have these programs that are being abused, stop being the bleeding heart liberals and saying, oh, we have to have this, and say, look, this is doing real damage to our country. You are putting workers, American workers, out of business. You've created these shell companies that are abusing American businesses, American workers, and we're going to get down to it. So I appreciate my fellow statesmen who are working on this, as well as my congressman members who want to go after it.
Thank you, Congresswoman Beth Van Duyne. And I've turned you into a skeptic. Yeah! Tomorrow night.